Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today, a spring training matchup between the LA Dodgers and the Royals. With that, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Matt Vasgersian here for the spring training matchup. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. And they'll go to work against no small task indeed. The 2010 American League Cy Young Award winner, King Felix, right-hander Felix Hernandez. And the Royals defensively will look like this behind him. Nori Aoki will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for the Dodgers, left fielder, Nori Aoki.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, it didn't take too long here to try and show off those wheels, did it? First pitch of the ball game, in fact, but a great play there to get this ball quickly and keep him off base.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Andre Ethier. First offering on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected, 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Now here's the pitch. Two straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go, so that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Adrian Gonzalez will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Now here's the pitch. Ball one.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
The 1-1. Now surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're set down 1-2-3 by King Felix in the first. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now the starting lineup for Kansas City, as put together by manager Ned Yost, looks like this. Scott Baker is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Here now's the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain, to get us started in the bottom half of the first. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. The pitch. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw by Ramirez is in time for the first out. Well, we know he's got that sinker because we saw it right there. As for the rest of his pitches, here's the scouting report as to what we can expect to see moving forward. Omar Infante digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here it comes now to Infante. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Alcides Escobar will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Now here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Now the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out. And the inning is over. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Yasiel Puig leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Designated hitter, Yasiel Puig.
First pitch coming. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The next pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
If you're going to beat this guy, it's probably going to have to be up. When he's at the knees like that or lower, especially with the fastball, he's tough to hit.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Here's Aramis Ramirez. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here it comes. And this is swung on, and it'll be another chance out there at second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and Ramirez has gone 2 away.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Here's the pitch. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here it comes. Here's a ground ball heading for the hole, and it'll be out of reach for the shortstop Escobar. It's a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big-time break right there.
The 1-2 pitch from Felix. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Again, a 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Dodgers leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Hosmer will start things off in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. And he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0. In the air now for the center fielder, Kemp. And he's got it for the first out.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
Alex Gordon will step in now. First pitch to him. Fouled straight back. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Theo, and Andre puts it away for out number 2.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Adam Lind.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here's the designated hitter, Adam Lind. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Lind awaits the 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. KC down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. A.J. Ellis is ready to go here as we begin the 3rd.
The catcher, number 17, A.J. Ellis.
Here's the first offering. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I gotta get out in front here, try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that though, so he's gonna have to go grab a seat.
Into the box, Josh Rutledge. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Yeah, you know, it's not always easy to pick up the baseball in one of these bright, sunny days. Nobody shades his eyes well, and he puts this one away for the 2nd out.
Nori Aoki will be the batter, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Hernandez readies the 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The 1-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here comes a 2-2. And this is fouled straight back. The 2-2 one more time. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez. It remains 0-0. Salvador Perez makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
Come on, Royals, let's go.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting eighth, third baseman.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Now a swing, and here's another ground ball. This one over to second base. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
Jared Dyson will be the batter. First pitch on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot to right center, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Such a good start to the inning. Kept the ball down, got 2 ground ball outs. You're thinking, hey, he looks like he's in charge out there. But then he makes 1 mistake to the third guy here, and it winds up leaving the yard.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. But the Royals are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Royals. Andre Ethier will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next. And here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And he waited nicely that time as this is lined into center field for a leadoff single.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Check by Hernandez. The pitch. And there's a swing and a miss that time by Gonzalez. 2 strikes to him now.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
The 1-2 pitch from Felix. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, he's still searching for that knockout pitch, but he can't find it here. I think he's going to have to challenge him 3-2.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Escobar. Back to first, and Adrian is hit into a double play.
And that was quite a battle up there. He made him throw a ton of pitches. An advantage pitcher here, as in the end, he gets him to ground into the double play.
Yasiel Puig will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First offering on the way. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. They still trail 1-0. Omar Infante will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Second baseman, Omar.
Here it comes now to Infante. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Now here it comes.
Here we go.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Now the pitch. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3, as they'll need to throw to first here. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Boy, that curveball is really moving now. He gets him to swing right over the top of it, and then you're going to see the nice work behind the plate to do a little cleanup back there and then get the putout down at first.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. One out, nobody on.
Come on, Royals.
Now the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys will get it up to over 90, as you can see. 94 for one, 91 for the other. Eric Hosmer will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first offering. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Kemp is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ramirez will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Third baseman number 16, Ramirez.
Now the first pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in. A base hit his first time around. First pitch coming. In tied at 93, ball one. On at first is Ramirez with nobody out. One 0 pitch now. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his second hit of the afternoon.
Things are starting to click for him now. 2 for 2 in the ball game. Regular season, here I come.
Matt Kemp will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ball game.
Now here's the first pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one.
Make him hit the ground ball.
Pause, now the pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And he is in there.
High chopper here, and not really much of a chance to get it out anywhere. You can see he tries to force it into second base, but that throw gets there too late.
A.J. Ellis will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Gotta say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
He's set, now the pitch. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
At the plate, the worst case scenario, you've got to be thinking sac fly. A grand slam sure would be nice, but you've got to make sure you at least get that tying run home.
He's set, now the pitch. Swinging a high chopper. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Well, that's pretty smart, I think, right there. This ball's not hit all that sharply, so I just don't think there's time to go second to first and get the double play that way. So if you can only get 1 out, you've got to come home and get the force out at the plate. So that's a pretty heads-up play.
Josh Rutledge will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
They've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Now the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Comes set, now the pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
Don't let him score, man.
Here comes a 1-2. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Infante for one. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back to Arizona and spring training baseball after this. Alex Gordon will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Here's the first offering. And the first pitch of the inning here is promptly laced into center field for a leadoff single.
And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
Adam Lind will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch to him. And there's a fastball from Baker for strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Lind awaits the 0-1. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, this is all born from the fact that they're facing a really dangerous guy up there at the plate. And now with the runner up to second base anyway, they may even choose just to go ahead and put him on.
Ready with the 1-1 now to Lind. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The throw home. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. Salvador Perez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. On the ground for Ramirez. This could be two. One there, on to first, and Perez grounds into a double play.
Third baseman, number 8,
Mike Moustakas will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And the pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Royals 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Nori Aoki will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes on 2-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here now the 2-2. Ball 3 here as that pitch runs way up and in and backs him out of the box here.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
3-2 pitch. Infante now at second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Andre Ethier will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Now here's the first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Pitch on the way. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
One strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hernandez readies the 1-1.
Nope.
And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now the 3-1 home. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. And here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Now batting number 16, third baseman,
Aramis Ramirez will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
All right, record him.
First pitch on the way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Escobar relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More Cactus League action coming your way after this. Chris Perez will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
number 54, Chris Perez.
Jared Dyson will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Ball one. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will fight the Cactus League sky as he puts this one away for out number 1.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Lorenzo Cain will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The second baseman, number 14, Omar Infante.
Omar Infante will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And that's in there for his strike, 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
1-1 on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Now a ball lined towards center field. And Infante's aboard. It's a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. The 1-1 on its way to Escobar. Now here's a bouncing ball sent back up the middle, and it's going to find its way into center, his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
After the first 2 hitters, he looked well on his way to a shutdown inning. Now, all of a sudden, give up back-to-back singles, and they've turned this into a threat after all.
Eric Hosmer will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. First pitch coming. Hey now.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
Now the 1-0. In the air, down the left field line and deep. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And that's going to plate the runner from second as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Oh, man, do I love this guy's swing when he's thinking opposite field. He lets the ball travel through the strike zone, almost gets past him before he decides just to buggy whip it into left field. That is such a beautiful swing, and he's got enough juice on it to get it all the way to the wall, and he winds up picking up an RBI as well.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. So the 3 straight hits have that man right there perhaps assessing his options.
3 straight 2-out hits, too. That makes any move a little more complicated.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball that he laces the other way into left, and this will split the gap for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he is across as well, and that pushes the lead up to 5-1.
This is a guy you don't want to make a mistake to with runners on base, because when you do, he normally does something like this. This is a bolt right here. You could hang your laundry on this one, and it's going to wind up scoring too.
Here's Adam Lind, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
From the stretch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Here's the 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A leap here by Kemp, but even he can't bring this one back. That ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You can tell he was making a concerted effort to keep the ball down against this guy, but you just can't keep it down forever. And he finally got a pitch he could handle.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here it comes. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And now, as a reliever, you've got to go out and give 100% and focus on the task at hand. You can't let the emotion enter into the equation, or it'll mess up your concentration and things will get even worse.
The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Now the 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it now is Kemp, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 7th inning coming up. It's the Royals 7 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th, but before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Lewis Coleman will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Emilio Bonifacio is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Now the 1-0 to Bonifacio. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Matt Kemp will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Playing 11, 1-1.
Now Kemp awaits the 1-1. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
One, 2. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Believe me, it's way too soon to start worrying about how a guy's hitting. Even though this is 2 strikeouts for him now, spring training is mostly about just getting your body ready for the season, getting used to being in there day after day. I don't think he'll be too worried about his stats. At least he shouldn't be.
In now is A.J. Ellis as he'll take a look at ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole, taken by Infante. They'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Dodgers down in order. They're down 7-1. Emilio Bonifacio will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 64.
J.P. Howell will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 56, J.P. Howell.
Mike Moustakas will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? 1 pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Here's Gerard Dyson as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Here comes the 1-0. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Give it to him, Royal.
And the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the pitch. Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. And he can't track it down. A base hit.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
Number 32 will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 32.
Omar Infante to stand in as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Here it comes now to Infante. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Ben Zobrist will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 18. And
Eduardo Nunez will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Aoki will get it in quickly here, and that's going to be good enough to hold the runner at third base. Eric Hosmer will look to keep pouring it on as he stands in with the bases loaded. Now the first pitch hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Bonifacio onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. Royals get one here, courtesy of Mike Moustakas. We're through 7 this afternoon. It is now 8-1. Number 32 will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 32.
Ben Zobrist will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Zobrist.
Eduardo Nunez will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop.
Nunez.
Josh Rutledge will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Second baseman, Josh Rutledge.
Pitch on the way. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike one. Now here's the pitch. Oh, a lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Now here it comes. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. D. Gordon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
And when you're coming off the bench, the rule is get on base any way you can. And the last time I checked, an infield single meets those requirements. It's not pretty, but he'll take it.
Yunel Escobar will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Escobar.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, one man out. He's ready, now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Runners on first with one down. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. He's ready now, the pitch. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, Look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
But when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Here's Adrian now. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate, 1-1. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Here's a look over to first. Smart to keep an eye on him. Now the 1-1. On the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Royals out in front, 8-1. Yunel Escobar will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 11.
Paco Rodriguez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Paco Rodriguez.
Scott Van Slyke is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Alex Gordon will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Now the pitch. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Adam Lind. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
He waits, now the pitch, and a bouncing ball, foul. Comes set, now the pitch. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. But fortunately here, no advance.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
Yeah, don't know quite what could have happened there. He just didn't look the ball into the glove, and now all of a sudden, they've got to deal with a runner in scoring position now with 2 away.
Put the runs on the board.
The 1-0 home. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Here it comes, the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Here he comes on 3-1. Swing, strike 2.
And he definitely helped him out there. If he shows a little discipline, he's standing on first now.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
It's hard to believe that for all the runs that have been scored, this is just their first walk of the ball game. What they've gotten, they've had to earn it. And they're going to get another base runner right now.
Jarrett Dyson stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Hunter Dozier will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 3, Hunter Dozier.
First pitch coming. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. But fortunately, no advance. Here comes the 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Ooh, he missed a good pitch to hit there. He'll be lucky to get something like that again.
2-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Royals strand a pair, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Hunter Dozier is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 3.
Alex Guerrero is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Out of play. Here it comes. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy's just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. 2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Juan Uribe will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Kurt Suzuki will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Suzuki.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
The pitch. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And now a pitch on the way. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Adam Lind. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top, 8-1. So long, everybody.
8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Felix Hernandez. The save goes to Lewis Coleman. The loss goes to Scott Baker. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please drive home safely.
Salvador Perez, the 2-2. Popped up, send the ball in foul territory. Giants win!